Okay, let's start with questions. I know that Monica, you told me you had some TikTok questions. Let's start with your questions first, and I'll cover all of those, and then I'll go into like more detail.
You about to be mad at me. I've been sucked into the TikTok world all damn day.
Why would that make me mad?
That's why I was late. Now I don't have any questions. That's why I was late. I just texted Amy and I was like, I was so late because I was just so sucked into TikTok. Like, yeah, I done found the mom trains. I done just posted like 2 videos today. I'm talking to people, so I'm okay.
Okay, you're good. I've avoided TikTok today because I'm realizing how extreme the two sides of the people that I'm finding on TikTok are. And so it's like hardcore this way about what happened today and hardcore that way. And I'm like, I've been avoiding TikTok all day. It's a lot. So
we're gonna have to clean out your friend list. We have to redo your list.
But I'm trying to be, but look, okay, hold on. So let's talk about that. If you and I didn't connect over political views, if we would have known each other's political views and judged each other by that, where would we be?
Right.
You know what I mean? So right. I like try to keep everybody because you just never know. But
oh my God, if I can interfere, my brother, he's a big, he's a Republican, and I always tell him, like, you're recording. I don't care. Like, you, at the end of the day, you believe one thing, I believe the other thing. It's stupid, like, to fight over, like, every time I come over, it's like a political debate. He tries to get me to cross over, and I'm like, I'm not here for political crap. Like, you believe your thing, I believe my thing.
100%. Let's love each other the same.
I will listen. I'll turn around, roll my eyes. You'll do the same. That's all. At the end of the day,
nope,
I agree. For organic food. That's all. And then family, yes. Of course, too.
So no, you're absolutely right. It's like hot in here. Okay. So Monica doesn't have any questions. Does anyone else have any questions you want to kick off with? Or do you guys
how many videos a day, like, do you feel like is most effective? And
3 to 5.
Like, oh really? Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay. 3 to 5.
Okay.
So that's where I get stuck on TikTok because I don't like to do a bunch of the videos. I'm not a video person, and I feel like to find that much content and you know what I mean? That's a lot. But I notice on the days where I'm like really focused on doing 3 to 5 a day, I'm getting the best interaction. So I've been trying to really like make sure I'm doing like a funny one and then that I'm doing a business one and whatever. So I'll show you. I'm going to screen share. I'm on the computer, so I can't do as much, but I'm going to screen share and show you some of the videos that I have done. And then we'll go through like all the tips and tricks and stuff that I went through last time. Okay. So screen share. Okay. Okay. So, what just happened here?
Oh, shoot.
Okay. So here's my TikTok. So like, I did this morning.
So why do you drink coffee every day? You gonna die without it?
No, but you might.
So why do you drink coffee every day?
Like, so that was easy and
so
stupid.
How do you do that, Brandy? How do you get those voiceovers? Is that like, do you practice? Like, I know it's been recorded already there.
So I'm gonna show you how to do that. I'll be honest, I'm really bad at like syncing up with the words.
Because Amy does funny ones. Amy's does really good. Ones.
Amy got that
super good.
Yeah, Amy's got that down. It takes me like 5 tries or more to get it, and it's still not perfect. But I can't do long ones.
Oh my God! Like, one time she was talking about like texting people and like not texting, and I literally thought it was her, and she's like, "No." I thought she was going to do that to people. She's like, "No."
No. So, like there's some that I have saved that I really want to do, but they're too long and I won't remember it all. And I won't like, so it is a lot. You have to kind of play with that. But okay, so like that was the one I did this morning. You know, this was one that I had posted previously and I just reshared it last night.
Like a sensei, Rose Royce umbrellas when I'm in the rain. I just mind my business.
I mean, that's super easy, right? Like, I'm gonna mute everybody out. And if you guys want to ask a question and unmute yourself, but just to limit the background noise so we can kind of fly through this. Okay. Okay. So these are the videos that I've done, right? So you can see all the things that I've done. There's Amy. So like, if I don't feel like doing a video,
Mom follow party. If you're not already, follow me and I'll follow you back. Then go to the comments, comment where you live and
if I don't feel like doing a video, I'll do that with the pictures. Okay. And put the sound over. So I'm just showing you guys some of this. And then I'm going to stop the screen share and hold my phone up and show you how to actually do some of the stuff on your phone. So if there's videos that I want to save for later, or it's something if you like it, this shows up all the videos that you've liked. So some of these are different videos that I've liked. I'm going to show you on my phone how I can save them to go back and use. But so I can't do as much on the computer. I told you guys I send I don't know how to access my messages on here. I send every person that follows me. I'm going to go back to my phone. Every person that follows me, I send them a preset message. And just honestly, just before we got on here, I had a girl follow me on Instagram, fill out my product tester and my influencer form, and we have a call tomorrow at 1:30. So me sending out that message every time someone follows me back or they follow me and I follow them back, it makes them go look through my videos, and then I mention the influencer form in that message. So I'm noticing people like interacting. So
Wait, Brandy, can I ask a question real quick?
yes.
About your influencer form? You said it's in the message that you have that you send to them. Do you have to have so many followers before you can actually put your link in the profile? Or is it just break
So
it
I'm
down?
gonna get to that. So okay. So if you look on my TikTok, I don't know how to make you guys see it. It's like a bad angle. If you look on my TikTok, once you hit 1,000 followers, you can put your link here. Once you have 1,000. So when you hit 1,000 followers, I was able to put my Linktree link on there. So people can click my Linktree link. Now, when I send the message.
After how many followers? Your voice keeps going in and out. After how many
Sorry,
followers?
it's hard to do this on the computer. I need the iPad. 1,000
Okay.
followers. Okay. So anytime someone follows me, I go into my messages and I send them the message. Now I'm going to read this because some of you weren't on the other night. This is in my team chat. If you're not in my team chat and you want to be added, send me a message on Facebook and I will add you to my team chat. My team chat is it's Messenger. It's how I communicate with my team. It's where I share everything with them. And we do have a Facebook group. We do share some stuff in there too. So just send me a private message and I will send you guys that. But it literally is how simple it is. It says, hi, thank you for the follow. I look forward to getting to know you. Please take a minute and watch a few of my videos all the way through and comment. Make sure you tap on the screen multiple times to super like, and I'll go over all that in a minute, and click the copy link. Let me know when you are done and I will do the same back for you. Also, feel free to connect with me on Instagram, and I put my Instagram name, or Facebook, and I put my Facebook name. If you're interested in earning an extra income from home, please fill out the application in my bio. That's it. And I just I have WordBoard. I just shoot that message out like 3 or 4 times a day. As you can see, where'd they go? Oh, I have a bunch that I have to get caught up on because it puts a little thing, it sends you a little message when someone follows you back or someone follows you. I think when they follow you back, puts a little message in there. And so it gives you a notification. So I go through and anytime there's a red notification, I know that I'm gonna go send them my message. All right. One of the things that's really tough about TikTok, you know, we're so used to Facebook and Instagram. It's not super high engagement, right? Like you might have a post that blows up and you get a ton of comments, but your notifications kind of come through a little different. On TikTok, you get so many notifications, so many that it's really hard to keep up with. So I notice that I'm missing comments on videos all the time. So I try to go back in every few days and look through my videos, especially if it's product or opportunity. I'm only doing typically one of those a day. So I'll look through the videos and make sure I didn't miss any comments. And every time I look through, I've missed comments. So you have to really be mindful of that. Okay, so when you go to someone's video, okay. So this is a video. If I want to super like it, if you heart it a bunch of times, that's called super liking. And that boosts the algorithm of the video that you're super liking. Pam, what form? The influencer application? You turned on mute.
Sorry,
go.
I have so many screens up.
You're
Yes,
good.
the influencer application. I don't know where to find it.
So that's something that you make. So, okay. The way that, and I saw you message me. So when we're done here, I'll add you to the team chat and I'll send in there, but the influencer application, you make it in like Google Forms and you literally just go to Google Forms, like search Google Forms. And I still need to get Mike. I said I'd get Mike to make a video on that. We haven't done that yet, but you can copy mine and change it into whatever you want it to be. But then you also, after you've made your Google form, and I don't want to say it's easy, but it's not hard. If you're like tech savvy at all, it'll be easy for you. It's just kind of tedious, but you make your Google form and then you go to Linktree, L-I-N-K tree, or Milkshake. So those are 2 websites that house your different websites. So for instance, if I go to my Linktree, I'll show you what mine looks like. I've made my product reviewer application and I've made a social influencer application. So social influencer is if you want to work from home and it's got a bunch of questions like, where do you live? What's your name on Facebook? Tell me about yourself. Like, do you have kids? On the product reviewer one, it's kind of giving them like a high level overview of the loyal customer program and just telling them they'll get a discount for trying products for 90 days, et cetera, et cetera. So this is what my Linktree looks like. I hate doing this on the laptop. I'm sorry, guys. And so it's like different links that I have. So like I have an Amazon affiliates program that's on there, my product reviewer, my influencer application, product tester, follow me on Facebook, follow me on Instagram. So Linktree or Milkshake houses all of those different links for you. So when someone goes to my Linktree, they can fill out my applications, they can have a direct link to my Facebook, a direct link to my Instagram. This is awesome and you can post it anywhere. So Linktree or Milkshake, okay? So going back to the video, so you tap a bunch of times to super like, and then if you hit the share button, literally just hit the share button and hit copy link, but you don't have to actually send it anywhere, that boosts the algorithm of the video as well. So if you're, within your team, if you guys want to put together a message thread, like we have it on Telegram, we're in a TikTok pod, and I can add some of you into it. If you want to send me a message, I can add you to it. It's an engagement group. And so it's getting bigger. I took kind of a step back because I have a lot going on, but people post the link to their TikToks every day in the TikTok pod, and you go to their TikTok and you engage with them. So it's other It Works distributors. You go engage on their videos and they come engage on yours. So it does help boost your engagement and get you videos and likes and comments and all the things. So send me a message, or if you're in the group chat, whatever, just let me know if you wanted to be added to that, and we'll make sure we get you added to that. The forms, so we've named the forms product reviewer and influencer application. So product review is for customers, influencer application is for joining the business. And I'll send me a message and I'll send you this. You have to see it and you're like, oh, I get it. So they're just Google Forms. You make them, you put in questions, and then you house them in the Linktree or the Milkshake. Okay. So share, then copy. That's how you help boost algorithms. Or if you want to share your video with someone, that's what you do. You do the share and then it'll open up and you'll hit copy. So I know putting the words on the video is something that a lot of people struggle with. So I want to go through that and show you. So as easy as we can do this on my phone. So here's like, okay, I'm going to record a video. You know what? I'll do one. As many of you that can, turn your video on, and I'll do a quick one about teaching my team TikTok. And then I'll save it, and you guys can all use it too if you want, but I'll give you guys a minute to turn your videos on, show your faces. It's okay if you don't want to, like that most of you did. All right. Oh, there's Anton's face. All right. So I'm going to record a little video. All right. So I recorded that, right? And I'm still in this screen. So because I'm going to be talking about the business, I'm still in the recording screen. I'm going to add an income disclosure statement to this because we got to be compliant, right? So I'm going to show you how to do that. So if you go to the bottom while you're in the recording, so you can see the video, the little blue lines, you can see what I recorded and how much space I have left. If you go to the bottom, see where it says effects? Okay, so you hit effects, and there's these little ones that are a little green square, and they've got like a TV with an arrow. Can you see those? Yeah. So there's one that's like a TV pointing down. If I hit on that, that pulls up the green screen. So that's where, like, if I turn the camera on myself, it would put me in there, and I could pretend I'm like walking down this little alley, right? Okay. But if you look, there's a little plus sign with the pictures in my camera roll. If I hit that plus sign, it pulls up all the photos in my camera roll. So I'm going to go find the IDS, and I actually have an IDS saved. I recorded like 2 seconds of an IDS, made a little video. So I have that saved so I can just use that little video. So I'm gonna go find that, but you can just do a picture. You can do it however you want. You know, we'll just do a picture to make it easy. So I'm gonna find the picture of the IDS. Okay, so that one's not good. Hold on, let me try a different one. It's too close up. I'll show you what I mean, hold on. So I have some that I made for the new year. Sorry guys, bear with me, right here. Okay, so, okay, that's kind of close up too. But you see how it put the IDS as a background? Now, if I turn that around on me, you can see my head kind of coming in and out of the camera. So when you do this and it's green screen, you want to turn it away from your face so it's not catching you. Make sure, this happens to me all the time, if you're in a room with a fan and your phone's like this, it'll catch the movement of the fan and it'll make it like glitch. So you just turn it away from you, okay? And then you hit the record button for just a couple seconds. You guys can see this? Okay, so I recorded for a handful of seconds. Now look, it's gonna put it all together. There's no sound. So there's all your faces. And there's the IDS. So then I'm gonna show you guys exactly step by step how to make a video. So then we go down here to sounds, okay? So if you hit sounds, it gives you a bunch of suggestions right away. However, if you go to the more button and then go to TikTok viral, these are all the viral sounds that they're trying to push out. So they give you, they like boost your views to use those. My only complaint with those, and I'm just gonna be, you guys know I'm real and raw, 90% of them have horrific language, and that's just not my brand. And so I don't, Amy's laughing at me. So, and I'll show you, I'll click on a few, and that's just not my brand. I don't, like, I preach a lot about like God and faith, and not that you can't listen to awful music, bad words, but I have my kids in all the videos. So it just, I don't use a lot of those. Every now and then I'll use a couple, but just be mindful if that's something that you care about. 90% of these are like that, but they are the viral ones. So I always listen through them and see like, okay, I'm cool with that. Like it's got like 2 words that I'm cool with, whatever. So let's listen to this
Brandy,
first. Yeah.
with that, you can use those viral music and just turn that sound all the way down and keep your original sound up. So it's technically on your video, that
Gotcha.
viral sound, but if you turn that all the way down, do you know how to adjust the volume?
I was gonna go into adjusting the sound.
Yeah, and if you turn that all the way down, it's still on, it's still technically on your video, but they don't hear the
Well,
cuss
there you
words
go.
and
But see,
whatever.
I'm usually adding music to have the music.
I know. I'm just, and you can add, like, you could have music playing, you know, when you're making your video. So you have music playing when you're
Right.
making your video. So there's actual.
So
I mean,
yeah,
you'd have to figure that out, but.
right. So
yeah.
like the one I did this morning where I was talking about coffee and it was like, are you gonna die if you don't have coffee? And I was like, no, you might. So what she's saying is I could go find a viral sound and I'm gonna show you how to adjust the sound. I'm gonna get into that in a minute. I could put that viral sound on there, turn the sound of that song all the way down. It's still attached to my video, but you just hear my voice. For this one, I need some music. So let's find some music because I didn't talk through it or anything.
Hey, Brandy,
Yeah.
when you said go to sounds, is that still under effects or you lost me at sound?
No. So effects is while you're shooting.
Mm-hmm.
And then you just hit the little like check sign when you're shooting, and that takes you to the next screen where you're done shooting your video. And now you can add music and words and all the things. Sorry, I planned to do this on the iPad and Mike needed it. And so I could like show you all that screen sharing. Now we just kind of make it work with my phone. But it's fine. It's fine. We're fine. We got this. So let me find a song. I'm gonna go. Hold on. I want to go back. All right, let me try this one. How about level up? We're gonna do level up. Okay. So I chose level up. if I go to volume, so down at the bottom, sounds, you're in sounds. See how it says volume? Okay. If you go to volume, it says original sound and added sound. So I'm going to take original sound all the way to 0 because there was like 2 words that picked up me saying at the very end when I was doing the IDS. And I'm going to do the added sound. It's just going to be the added sound. Now, if you do a video, like I did a video where I'm talking about affirmations, right? So if I'm talking about affirmations, but I want a little bit of soft music in the background, you would go to that, you go to sounds, and you'd go to volume, and you would adjust the original sound and the added sound. So you want to bring the added sound down lower, so your voice is louder, but you can hear the soft music in the background, whatever that song is. Does that make sense? Okay, so that's one of the tips I give if you want to go viral, is to add music to your original sound. Okay, so like if I do a recipe, or if I'm whatever, if I'm doing something where I'm talking, I add a little bit of music to the original sound and adjust them both. So now this video has music. It's put together, it has the IDS. So the toughest part, I think, for everybody is text, right? How to add the words on there. Like when you see us pointing and doing all that stuff, people are jumping around and doing stuff. So if you go to the bottom to text, it says text. That's where you can type your words. So I'm going to type in teaching All right, so I put teaching my team all things TikTok tonight. And if you hit the little A, kind of like doing an Instagram story, if you hit the A, it puts like the colored background or changes the way your text looks. It's very similar to Instagram stories. So I hit done. One thing that Amy told me that really helped, if you go in and you type out all of your text. So I just did that one, see? And it's white right now. Hold on. Okay, so see how it's just in the bottom there? I would hit text again, type my next text, and just kind of, move them on top of each other on the screen just to get them all out there. Then you're going to go, if you touch the text, like hold your finger down on the text, that little screen pops up. Okay, and that little screen says edit, set duration. So if you want to set duration, that's where you can have them stay for a certain amount of time. So the images will pop up at a certain time, or they'll disappear at a certain time. You do it through set duration, and you can choose how long you want to have it on there. So I'm setting this one up just right now that it's going to have this first, it'll show you in a minute. It's going to have this first little text for like less than 4 seconds. It's about to come up. Does that make sense? Everybody, like, does anyone have questions about that so far? No? Okay, so you do that, but like what Amy was saying is you put all your words on there at once, and then you go in and set the duration. So that, I promise you, that makes things so much easier, because if not, you're trying to catch it before it leaves and flashes away if you want to edit it. And what I've found, the easiest way to do it, like if you're doing the ones where you point and you do this, I just did one of those last week. And so it's like words are coming down like this. You need to set them at certain seconds, and like you want them to all at the very, when you get to the end, you want them all to go away at the same time. So, and this is confusing, you're gonna have to like play around with it to really get it, but let me show you how this works. Social, I'm not even spelling this right, I'm just putting words. Okay, so I just did another set of words, okay? And so if I want this one to come up after the one I just did, if I go to set duration, see how it shows one kind of a little bit lighter? The bottom one's a little bit lighter because that one, the duration is set. So this is how you move it, is this little line down here. You drag it and it moves it. So you see how the one disappears? Watch, like right, it just disappeared. So I know that if I leave this here, it'll come up after the other one disappeared. If I drag this back a little, it's going to overlap. Does that make sense? Yeah? Okay. That is probably the biggest trial and error piece to everything, is trying to figure out how to get your words to line up properly, to show up properly. And once you go through, you hit next and you post, then it's like, I did one and everything I thought looked perfect. And it was like one of the best videos I had done. And I hit post, and one of those little bundles of words stuck a little too long at the end and like looked weird in the influencer, or not the influencer, the IDS. And I was like, oh, well, it is what it is. It's already posted, because you can't go back and edit it once it's posted, right? Amy, you're like the TikTok queen. Do you have anything you want to add, or any tips that helped make it easier for you?
I walked in the kitchen to make some coffee, but did you say about when you're putting words in? I always put all my words in first.
I did.
Okay, yeah, that's the biggest.
Gave you
thing
credit
that's
for
made
that too.
Huge difference in my making up, because at first I was like going back and forth like a million times, and it would take an hour to make one video, and I'm like, no, I'm not doing this. So yes, put all your wording in. Definitely, you got to pay attention to where, have you noticed when you hover, like say you have a word on there and you hover over before you post it, it'll show you real faded, like where the like comment, whatever thing is, the heart and whatever on the side. You want to make sure everything's visible, because I see a ton of videos where you can't read half of what's on their screen because it's covered up by either the hashtags at the bottom corner, or it's covered up by the buttons at the side.
So what she's saying, for instance, the words that I just put on here, this one, if I put it too low on the video, you're not going to be able to read it, because my caption and my hashtags go there. So whatever my words are, you won't be able to read it. And I've done that a few times.
I usually try to keep your words where the 3 dots are for the share. Try to keep your word, everything you post above that. And it usually works, unless you have like a crap ton of hashtags. But I mean, that usually is pretty good gauge of where to put your wording.
Yeah. So it's trial and error. It honestly is. I'm going to save this. So I just made that video. Obviously, I'm going to post that, and I'm going to make a fun like recruiting video out of it, but I'm not going to do it while we're sitting here. So I hit next, and I just go to drafts, and that'll save to my drafts. And then I can go back and edit it at any time. So a good tip, your drafts are always right here on your profile. So save anytime you have free time, or you're like, you're feeling yourself, you're looking good, you're feeling in the mood to do a bunch of videos, knock a bunch of them out, even if you're in the same outfit, and then you can go back and post them later. I mean, I have a ton that I've done from several weeks.
I'm psycho because I'm OCD, so I have like 15 drafts of every single one of them. But like the ones where I'm pointing, I've used other drafts for a totally different post with different words. You know, you're pointing and you just make up whatever story you're telling with the, whatever. So there's certain ones you can use for multiple posts. So I go back and find a decent draft and use that over again for something else.
And I go back, like I said, I go back into like earlier videos from when I first started. And if I've got a video that's like way down and maybe it had like 200 views, I repost it.
Yes.
So I've been reposting often when I'm just not feeling it. If I'm like, crap, I only got 2 videos up, I should throw a 3rd one up there, I'm going to repost something. To give you a little tips on how to use it. So on your profile, this you can link to your Instagram, so they can click right through to your Instagram. and then this little like flag. That is any video that you save me. So what I do is anytime I'm scrolling and I see a video and I'm like, oh, I want to do that. If you hold down on the video, here's a good one. This is Kelsey Thornton. She's a leader here. Okay, so she was doing a video to Stephen Furtick. He's amazing. So if I go to her video and I just hold the screen, that pops up and I could either save the video, add it to my favorites, whatever. So I hit add to my favorites and then it adds all the videos to my favorites on my profile right there. So that's where I get a lot of content. Yeah, that's a good one, Brandy. Kelsey's got some good ones. I want to do that one, but Stephen Furtick says so much in that video. I don't think I'll ever be able to get that many words right, but I'm going to try it. I can usually
That's another thing. Have you tried when you slow it down?
No.
When you go to make a video, when you know how it gives you the options, it says like ×1, ×2, whatever.
Yep.
Slow it down to the ×1 or ×2, whichever one it is. You'll figure it out. But you hit one of those and slow the sound down, and then you're literally, I mean, like you're doing this with your video, and you're slowly saying the words, but it makes it so much easier when there's like a ton of like either fast words or a lot of different words.
So then can you speed it up after you've recorded it?
When my one video, what was it? The follow train.
Yeah.
That one I slowed down. And so if you watch it, you can tell a little, I mean, it's a cute video and it makes it actually kind of fun. I think it's more almost attractive because it makes it fun. Because I am talking fast, like, and I'm moving fast, and I can't freaking do that with a regular video, you know, to keep up with it.
I'll have to go look at it.
Yeah. If you have an issue, let me know, because we could do once I figure out how to use Mason's new little computer here. Oh my gosh, is my hair greasy? I will figure out how to do like the screen sharing or whatever.
Okay.
And we'll do something on it because it helps so much. And then you don't have to do like the breaks. Like some of those longer videos, you got to record like a part of it and then the next part of it, whatever. This you don't have to because you can.
I'm gonna play around with that tomorrow. Well, okay. So I'm glad you brought that up though. She brought up the speed. So if you watch my coffee videos in the morning,
oh yeah,
see how fast I'm moving. So I'm moving faster because I changed the speed. I'm going to show you guys how to do that real quick. And then I green screen after my product videos. I shoot my little clip, and then I go in and do the green screen I showed you, and I put before and afters in there. So I'm talking about the coffee, and then I'm like showing you weight loss results from the coffee while I'm making it.
This is what I'm talking about. When you first go to wait, hold on, let me go back. When you first hit your plus button here to go to record, these show up right here.
Yep.
You're going to hit this, and that's going to slow it down.
So you went to like 1?
Mm-hmm. Or you can speed it up. You can speed it up or slow it down.
I do my coffee or my celery videos on 3. So it's the fastest. So it looks like I'm just going all fast.
Well, you don't even, I make just videos on my phone too. Like just record on time lapse. All mine that are fast are on my time lapse, just video.
Ah, okay.
So then you can just post those videos, and that way you can do it without having to worry about all the TikTok stuff. You know what I mean? You can just keep posting videos, and I reuse those then too.
So that's the thing, guys. You can record videos on your phone, or you can do just pictures and put it into TikTok. So I've been going through and finding like old funny videos. I mean, I did one. I'll show you one. Let me find this one. I did one. Oh, and then I'm going to show you guys how to like duet and do those things. But
okay, while you're finding that, duetting, if you find something that is like catchy or you know people are gonna respond to, duet it. I duetted this guy talking about like how to make your woman happy kind of thing. I just duetted it because I just thought it was cool, whatever, didn't think anything of it. Posted it. I couldn't even believe what happened. It freaking blew up. I have 74,000 likes on this video. And I've gained probably 7,000 followers from just probably
Jeez.
just this post. So
We're all gonna go find that video now and duet it.
yeah. Well, no, and the thing is this guy, go find him because he is like this like relationship guru, but he's like a total hillbilly and he's hilarious. We've messaged back and forth because he thanked me for duetting him. And he has like a podcast and all this stuff. He's a very cool guy, but just plain, you wouldn't even think anything of him. And he blew up my freaking TikTok. So
I'm gonna go look for that in a minute. No, like, so any kind, like this was an old video. I mean, literally, Mike and I were at the shooting range. Like, we were probably at the shooting range. I mean, when did it say that? Over the summer, we went to the shooting range. So I pulled up an old video. Or this was Mike like 2 years ago. He'll hate me for this.
Did I see that one?
I don't know, but I
saw
thought
that
it was
video.
But Mike and Austin were in the Philippines. I think they were in Manila, and they did a cold water challenge. And so it's a video from literally like 2 years ago, and I just uploaded it because it's freaking hilarious. I did one.
I made fun of him forever after that.
Oh my God, I know. Just tell him Austin showed it to you because Austin's in the video. I did this of Austin and Anya.
100 times now. Every time you want to talk to me about something.
Oh my gosh, I have to find those ones of Austin.
All right. I don't understand. Tell me you do. Smack me in the face.
I mean, that's hilarious. Austin was babysitting probably a year and a half, 2 years ago, year and a half ago. And I found that old video on my phone and was like, that's hilarious. I'm going to share it.
Another thing, bloopers. I've had a couple of my, like, they're literally drafts that I have that were total bloopers. And I posted them and they've gotten a shit ton of views. And I'm like, okay. So people, I think people, they just want to laugh. They want to, and if they really think that you're real and not just, it's okay to do the voiceover and whatever, because that's fun. And some of those videos are really funny. But when you post something like that, like I did this one where, this one, hold on. It still makes me laugh.
Oh, yes.
And at the end, I literally run into something and I posted it because you see me like hit. And I got a ton of views on that too. So like, I didn't necessarily get as many likes, but I got a ton of views on it.
Amy, what's your name on TikTok? I'm sorry. So we can
Amy,
follow you as well.
I just changed it. It's Amy Step 10, I believe. Because it wasn't, when I was doing, this is another thing. Have you gone live yet, Brandy?
Not on TikTok, but everything else I can. We can't go live.
Okay.
Until we get 1,000.
Right. Brandy, have you gone live?
Yes. And so going live on TikTok is very different than going live on.
I know. I haven't done it yet. I'm chicken.
I did it once. So here's the thing with TikTok. And I noticed when a lot of people, like, I don't know what these people are doing, but when they're like, they got the whiteboards out and they're like calling out people's names and.
Yeah, what the hell is that? I've been trying to figure it out.
And people are like sending them gifts. I don't have time for that. But I noticed I went live. I legit made sure I got to 1,000 followers very quickly so I could go live and put my link tree in the bio. Okay. I went live once, and this was like a month and a half ago, and I haven't done it since. So when you go live on Facebook, people get on and they interact and whatever. I feel like with TikTok, you have to be live. Like you could go do like a 5-minute live, 3-minute live on Facebook, and you're going to get interaction and engagement. With TikTok, you have to be on a little bit longer to get any kind of engagement or interaction. And once you're done going live, it goes away. So it's not like Facebook where, and it might, there might be some hidden place where it goes, but it does not post on your like profile. So I don't know where it goes. I know people can share it because people share their lives with me all the time, but it's not like Facebook where it stays on your Facebook.
They say it helps with your followers and your views though. Literally, I might do this tomorrow. I might pull the Band-Aid off and do it tomorrow where, I mean, just put it up on my little tripod thing and just do my day, like start my morning and then people will start asking stuff or like saying stuff, making comments, you talk back and forth. And if you leave it on for 30 minutes or more, that's supposedly like it boosts your algorithm.
You know, that's where I get lost because leaving a live on for 30 minutes.
Okay. Well, I know, I'm afraid of what I'll be doing. I'll be like, oh shit.
I know.
Well, and or something.
One thing I've noticed that like people they're tricky on there. So I end up clicking on a lot of people's lives because I get distracted because they put on their caption instead of like, hey, I'm making my morning coffee, they put mentioned you.
Yes.
As a caption. So when it
shows, I clicked on it 18 times.
Yes. So when it shows up in your live feeds of everyone that's live, it says Amy Stepp mentioned you. And I'm like, oh, she mentioned me? I got to go look why she mentioned me. No, she didn't. It's like clickbait.
She didn't mention
smart.
you.
Yeah, it's smart.
Hey, tell us how to do that again. We was wondering what that was. Okay, now repeat that. I was wondering, like, this girl don't even know me. Tell me again. I'm about to write this.
When she goes live, all she does, that's her caption on her video.
It's just mentioned you.
Oh, I thought I was special.
So did I at first. So did I.
I thought, oh my gosh, all these people are mentioning me.
Celebrities and everything. I'm like, oh my God, celebrity hairstylist. Oh shoot.
Yeah, no, they're being good with their marketing. Okay, so Amy, have you noticed that it's not giving you the viral hashtags, or is that just mine the past couple days?
No, I know. The last like 24 hours, 48 hours, something like that. Yeah,
okay.
I'm not getting any.
Okay, I'm glad it's not just me. So when you, Dolores, when you are putting the caption on your video, there you put the hashtag, there's a little hashtag sign you can hit or whatever. Typically when you start doing the hashtags, it tells you what the trending hashtags are. So that's why you'll see someone's video that's like about coffee and they'll be like hashtag lift and snatch brow, or that was one that was going around for a while, or like NFL something, has nothing to do with what they're talking about, but TikTok is telling them that's a viral hashtag. So I try to type in a bunch of different hashtags and see how many views they have. So like if I'm talking about my coffee, I'll do hashtag coffee, and then hashtag, I'll look and like coffee addict is a good one. You know, For You page has over 1 billion views. That's great. So I'll look at words. I've just been playing around with it and looking at what words have like over 1 billion views. And I usually go with those. You can also Google top TikTok hashtags 2021. And it'll tell you what the like current viral hashtags are. But once you start doing it and start understanding it, you know like which ones to look for. Does that make sense? So like when I did a video, when I did my coffee one this morning, I did like hashtag Wednesday, you know, coffee 2021. I did election because that's a trending topic today. It did put a little election like fact checker thing on my coffee video, but that's okay. I did like weight loss, mom, viral, funny, comedy, queen, For You page, and my 13-year-old's laughing at me for my hashtags. but I just looked at ones as I was typing them in, which ones had a lot of views. I know, right? And put those on there. So you can play around with that. You know, I'm getting, it's not like crazy, I'm going viral views, but when I do these follow things, this is just pictures, just one picture. I mean, it has 354 comments and 2,253 views. So when I'm like, all right, I don't know what I want to do for TikTok, I don't have anything I want to do, I'll do one of those. And I know those always get traction. Does anyone have any questions that we maybe didn't cover? No questions?
No, I do have one real quick. Is it the same like with Instagram? If you follow people too quickly, it'll stop you from following people?
Yes. So if you follow people too quickly, if you message too quickly. So when I first started in TikTok and I was getting caught up on all the people that had followed me and sending them those messages, I got put in TikTok message jail for like, it happened to me like 3 different times for like 10 hours each. And you can't message anybody. So yes, it does the same types of things. It's ridiculous.
Apparently, I'm just lazy enough that I haven't gotten put in jail yet. But I've been sending. I send them out. Thing is, though, I send them out probably way different times than you do, because I do it at downtime at work. I'll just go down and send like 50 of them,
right?
And then no more for probably like 2 days. You know,
Right.
so I do it probably sporadically enough that they don't put me in jail.
Yeah, you have to space them out. So I'll try to do like a bundle, and then I'll go do something else, and then I'll come back and do another group of them. It will flag your account if you scroll too fast through one person's video. Come on. I mean, social media is, we need to start our own social media network. Nia said Follow Train gave her youngest son 50,000 viewers and 300 followers in 38 hours. Yeah, the follow trains are the way to go. If you don't know what those are, search Mom Follow Party in TikTok and go interact in some of those videos and then use the sounds and make your own. I really grew my following through Mom Follow Parties. Anyone else have questions? I'm trying to think if we left anything out. If you make a whole new account and post it on it, you always get. Oh, but I don't know if you want to make a separate account. Oh, Kaylee's saying if you make, well, you're like that, you should be doing this training. She should be over here. The 13-year-old is the one who should be training us. How many followers do you have? So she just got TikTok back. We had taken TikTok away from her for a while. She's got 1,100 followers. She's 13. And she's very modest and not one of those 13-year-olds. How many does Reagan have? 50,000? She's got a friend that's not as modest as her, that's a little more risque, and she's got like 60,000 followers and she's 13. So yeah. But no, I think those are the biggest tips. If you're scrolling on a video, I know, right, Brandy? If you're scrolling on, see, this one just says live ended. So that's what happens with the live. Like it doesn't, you can't stay and watch it. Let's find one. Okay. So this is like an advertisement, but if you go to the bottom and that little like record spinning, that's the sound. So if you click on that, it goes to this kind of screen, and this is where you use this sound, or you can add the sound to your favorites. So you can go back later and use that sound. Anyone else?
I'm just gonna tell you, y'all better get ready because once this foot is healed, I'm gonna be back to dancing. So you might as well get ready. I'll be back to dancing.
Oh my
We need to
gosh,
get you
Monica,
in-
we're doing a freaking dancing TikTok.
Mark your calendar. Hopefully February 10th, I'm back in action. I'm doing physical therapy now.
Okay.
Oh my goodness, you guys.
I feel you, Monica. I'm with you too.
We need to get Anton also.
Oh Lord. He left.
I know. Where'd he go? That's why it's quiet.
That is why it's quiet. Yeah, so and that's what I was telling Felicia and Monica that you can you guys can do, I mean, I do a lot of them sitting down, so you can do them, you can still do it even though you can't get up and dance and be as fun, but you can still do it. So you just got to find the creative ways.
One
to do
other
it.
thing, when you're doing, if it's your own voice, if it's a voiceover, whatever it is, a lot of mine are facing the camera. Don't face the camera. Or at least if you're facing the camera, be doing something else. Like, so that it's not just you sitting there. They're saying that it's more engaging when you're watching somebody that's in a natural, you know, everyday thing that they're doing. Like the other day, I made one where it was a simple little like three sentence TikTok, but I was putting my clothes away. Like I was doing, you know, an everyday thing instead of just standing there saying words to the camera, you know. They're saying that it engages people easier. And I have like 180 likes on that one. And I just posted it like 2 days ago, which is with those littler ones doesn't normally happen. So I think you posted the same one, Brandy. The one where it says like, you made it to my TikTok, now we're friends.
Oh,
Why?
yeah.
And so I was just sitting there like I was folding clothes and putting them away while I was doing it. And it got more engagement than like the next one I did. That was
Yeah,
about the
I
plasma
did that one.
TV.
Oh,
Make you hate people. TikTok will make you love people you'll never meet. Spread the love.
so I did that one while Anya, literally, I'm sitting on Anya's little stool in my bathroom. She's taking a bath. And that got 257 likes and like 11, almost 1,200 views.
That's what I mean. I feel like those simple ones, if it's just an everyday thing, first of all, you're going to get a lot of women that are going to like that because they relate to it. I have my one that I did, the introduction one, where it's like, this is my age, this is my sign, whatever, blah, blah. That got I have like over 3,000 likes on that video, but probably 2,500 of them are men. And not that I don't want men as customers, but that's not why they're liking my video.
Right. Well, and
So-
I got my first, just a couple days ago, I got my first message where he asked if I'd be a sugar baby and he'll send me
Oh.
money every week. So there are some weirdos.
I had a guy send me a picture of him in like not all of his clothes on.
Amy.
No, it was like he sent it in like the messenger thing because I friended him. He sent it and it was a video. I'm like, how did he post this? He probably posted it in his private TikToks and then sent it. I'm like, block. But yeah, you got to be careful. Yeah.
Yikes. Tanya, you're so funny. She's like, it sounds like we're truck drivers asking for people's handles. Yeah, cooking, Dolores. Cooking is great. So recipes get a lot of views. And if you do I mean, I've done like 4 of them. The chicken wing challenge. Did you guys see the chicken wing challenge that I did? That one got a lot of views and a lot of interaction. And I think I posted that twice. I posted it a while ago and then let me find it. I just reposted it. Like one I've been doing a series of is my pet peeves. Nobody in my house, Mike and Kaylee do not check the dishes to make sure they're clean before they put them away. And so our coffee cups are always dirty or silverware. And so that's what I've been doing in my TikToks is doing videos and I'm like, I'm back again with the dirty dishes, and I show the dirty dishes and I'm like, is this happening at anyone else's house? And everyone's always like, oh my God, yes, my house, blah, blah, blah. Where did the chicken wing one go? Why can't I find it now? But I do recipes, like, I did a couple, I do them in like time lapse so they go fast.
So we're making
This is one,
wings.
making
Frozen
chicken wings.
We like to make honey mustard ones. We love the sugar-free sauce. You coat them in the sauce.
I mean,
and put
guys,
'em in
it's
the air.
so simple. Like, I probably should have put some music behind that one, hindsight. I don't know. Oh, here it is. This one's got about 1,300 views.
Maybe you're like me and you love to eat wings. My family loves wings. They love when I make them. But they're so hard to eat, right? It's so hard to get all the meat out of them. They're messy. A friend told me about a hack the other day and I have to try it. So you take the wing, you push down so it's messy for your hands, but it's easier to eat. And you pull all the meat off. And look at that. All the meat comes off the bone, right there, with the skin, which is you can
At 114 comments, 114 likes, 24 comments. So just, and that's when you can see I was talking and I added the music behind it. So just simple stuff. So I had seen someone else do that. And so I'm like, oh, I'm going to try that. And it got a ton of views. So it can really be anything. This is the one Amy's talking about.
I ain't never seen before in my life. There's my TikTok. Y'all were friends.
I mean, that's got 289 likes and almost 2,000 views. So it can be the simplest little thing. You don't have to be dancing or be crazy. It can be whatever you want it to be. All right. Anyone have any other questions? All right. So Pamela needs added to the team chat. Let me add you real quick. Let's see. All right, you should be in, I think I just saw you in the accountability. Yeah, so you're in both chats. Oh, you're in the 90-day challenge and I just added you to our team chat. So if you scroll through the team chat, you can see everything that we post in there, what we posted recently. If you go to the top and hit the name of the chat, you can see all the links and videos and stuff that we've shared. Stephanie got 41,000 likes on a video where she was praying. When I do my affirmations or things like that, I get a ton of engagement on that. So literally be you, you know, don't feel like you have to be someone else. That was my biggest thing I was scared about on TikTok, because I'm not someone who dances. I'm not someone who really does those things. I've been coming out of my shell a little bit with some of that, but some of it won't change. So I have to find ways to, you know, engage with people and still be me. And yeah, interacting with each other, it's a great way to boost engagement. Amy, I feel like you're going to say something. You're muted.
I was following everybody. I was just looking up everybody's name.
Oh, okay. All right. Anything else, you guys? Anything you're unsure of with TikTok, or anything I said that you're not quite sure of that you want to talk about a little more? Stephanie, that's fun. Her husband just bought her a microphone. My mom, who, if you know the backstory with that, I don't really talk to, she sent Anya a microphone for Christmas, like a very, very loud, obnoxious microphone for Christmas.
Oh, my ex-mother-in-law used to do that too.
Oh, she's never done that to me yet.
She doesn't go shopping much anymore, Brandy, so.
It's true. She can't. So Amy's ex-mother-in-law is my mother-in-law, if you didn't know that. Amy is
They're
my
like, wait,
ex-wife.
what? I just seen that I missed all these people saying stuff to me. Like Brandy, you said, Brandy Jackson said something to me or whatever. I wasn't paying attention to the comments. Just FYI.
Well, I think everybody is in the chat. So if you want, in our team page, team chat. So if you want to add your handles in there, if anyone missed it, then you guys can all connect through there.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I'm getting, I mean, I've signed one distributor. Monica and I are working on another one. I've got like 4 or 5-ish customers. I've got a bunch of potentials that I'm going through right now. So I do get, when I post my coffee or my celery videos in the morning, I do get engagement. I do get people asking. I'll typically say comment coffee or comment celery, and then I'll message them. So I do have several potentials from TikTok, and then people are filling out my application. I probably have 3 people that I'm like in between, like trying to connect with, life is happening, whatever, for opportunities. So you will get engagement off of it. You will get leads. I'm kicking myself for avoiding it for so long, because I think of how many leads I have and how many people I've signed or whatever, and how many more I would have if I would have started 6 months earlier than I did. So definitely give it a try.
I think I'm still, like, I'm getting leads. I'm wondering, these girls that say they're getting like hundreds of people filling out their applications.
So they have massive followings.
Okay.
So for whatever reason, they've gotten, so like, Katie Bevington is one, and she's got
15,000.
She's got 44
applicants. She said she had 15,000 applications. She said 1,500 or 15,000. What did she say? I was like, what in the world? Remember?
I think she said 1,500, but either one is wow. So she's got 44,000 followers. I mean, and she hasn't posted a TikTok since the last TikTok she posted was December 18th. Probably because she's got so many applications to get through. But if you look at a lot of those leaders, they just were really consistent with their content. It wasn't all business. And so they just, if you stick with it, it'll happen. It's kind of like winning the lottery. There are little tweaks that we can teach you and algorithm and whatever, but you know, I can tell you how to grow your following on Facebook. I can tell you what to do on Instagram. That's like guaranteed to do it. This is hit or miss.
TikTok too, like you want, especially in the beginning, when I first started really doing videos consistently, it was all product. It was all, it works. It did nothing for me. Like I would get a few likes here and there, but did nothing. It's when I started doing the funny stuff, that's where you grow your following. So in the beginning, you honestly have to do more of that. You can throw a product one in here or there, or like an opportunity one in here or there. But I've been concentrating on just continuing going up. I'm at like 80, where am I? I have like 8,600 followers right now. And I mean, obviously I'd like to get more than that. Or no, I have 89 now. I just looked at it.
You're close to 10,000.
Yeah. So I don't even know. Is there something else that happens when you hit like certain other numbers? Do you know?
I don't know. That I don't know.
But yeah, I mean, obviously I'd like to get 10,000. I'd like to get to a freaking million if I can, but that's going to be a minute. But you really do need to start with like and it doesn't have to be funny stuff. Whatever's your like niche, whatever you feel, whatever kind of person you are is what you do. So I'm a lunatic, so I do funny stuff.
This is true. I feel like we're always like, Mike and I are always like, oh, Amy's live again. Oh, Amy just did another TikTok. It is addicting. One thing I will tell you is if you, what I've started doing is it shows you how many people you're following and how many are following you. So I started going in to the ones that are following, that I'm following. And if I am following them, but they're not following me back, their name says following. But if they are following me back, it says friends. So I've been going through and, you know, I give them a little decent amount of time. I usually scroll down and start at the bottom. But I just deleted like 500 people or unfollowed 500 people in the last like 2 days because they weren't following me back and I had followed them probably 3 months ago. So
Wait, so say it again because I just saw and I noticed it on mine too. When you were in there, some says following, some says friends. So what's the difference?
if they follow you back, you're friends. If you follow them and they don't follow you back, then it says following. So
Like Monica, that one that Brandy posted with just that picture of her and Mike, and then there's people that like your comments. If you go in there and look, I followed every single person that liked that comment. But then I go back like 2 days later and I'll start at the bottom. And if they're not following me back, I unfollow them. And I'll go all the way up. If we're friends, I keep them obviously. But that's just a way to keep it kind of balanced. So you're not following a crap ton of people. And
well,
they're
in
not following
TikTok, the purpose of TikTok is to gain followers, much like Instagram. So I do the same in Instagram. Like, I honestly, I don't really follow celebrities anymore. There's a couple that I might follow. I'm losing my voice. There's a couple I might follow for content, but I don't really care what any of them have to say, so I unfollowed them all. Instagram and TikTok are typically like than like. You should have more followers than people following you, than people you're following. But yeah, you want to kind of keep it balanced. So my mindset with it is if you're not going to follow me back, I don't need to be following you. Right? Why would I up your following when you're not going to follow back?
One other thing, I got to go here in a second. I just wanted to tell you guys this, when you're on your profile page, the 3 little dots here, you go in there, it gives you all kinds of options. If you go into creator, I think it's called creator, yeah, creator, and then analytics, this will show you like your video views, when they saw it, who your followers are. It gives you all kinds of like information on like maybe your best time to post and that kind of stuff. So it'll give you that kind of info.
So you just reminded me of something that happens when you hit 10,000. When you hit 10,000 followers, when you go to that creator part, there's something that says creator fund. When you have 10,000 followers,
that's right,
you can turn on the creator fund. And what that means is when you have videos that go viral after you've hit 10,000 followers, TikTok pays you for those videos that go viral. So we're not talking you're going to get $1,000, but you might get $10 for one video, 20. You have to have 10,000 followers. So I don't remember who it was. I think it was Amy Spence. She turned the creator account on and didn't really realize what it was. And the next time she went in there and looked, she had $100 sitting in there. So, I mean, $100 is $100. So
it says right here, it says have at least 10,000 followers, have at least 10,000 video views, which I already have because I make so many damn videos. And then you have to be at least 18 years old. So those are the 3 things.
So that's a great way. You guys know that we're really big on multiple streams of income. So one thing that I love to do, and I talked about this on one of the last Zooms, you know, would I go sell another product from another company? No, but I have an Amazon affiliates program. So when I use my frother every morning, people always ask about my frother. Well, guess what? I send them my Amazon affiliates link. And if they buy it, I get like, I don't know, 30 cents or $1. I don't know, whatever it is. So, you know, same thing. Like I'm really big on affiliate programs like that are not network marketing. Anything that can complement what we do with It Works. So that's just another great way to do that. You know, clothing boutiques will do that sometimes. You can partner with a clothing boutique and tell them you want a discount or you want X. Like I have some boutiques before where I was having them send me like a free shirt or two every month. And I was taking X amount of pictures and I wasn't getting paid anything. But every time I would take a picture, people would want the link. Like you guys know I'm crazy about vaccines. So I have these vaccine shirts. And every time I wear my shirt, people are like, where did you get that? So I went to the boutique owner and said, hey, I get a lot of questions on your shirts when I wear them. If you send me free shirts every month, I'll post pictures. I had another t-shirt company where they actually gave me an affiliates account. And so I get like a small percentage of the sale anytime anyone buys one. They don't give me free shirts, I have to buy them, but then I get money for this. So any little thing like that. So that's what TikTok's doing. They make it into a game. So, you know, you get this reward when you get 1,000 followers, you get 10,000 followers, you get a bigger reward, you can actually earn money. So it's definitely something to shoot for to get 10,000 followers. Bye, Amy. All right, guys, anyone have any more questions? If not, Mike's struggling to get Anya to bed. All right, Amy, did she just leave? She's got a guy on her team asking how to use TikTok. Hello. Come on, dude. I'm actually gonna say that. You missed the training tonight. We just are about to finish and it was all about TikTok. This is why you gotta get on the trainings, y'all. All right, let me look in the chat because you just flipped the chat. So it is time consuming. However, once you figure it out, it's not as time consuming. And if you just do the videos and have them in there, you know, you can even, here's what a lot of people do when you have the time, you can do the video and you can edit it and you can do all those things and then save it as a draft. So like if Saturdays, Pam, or when you have more time, go in and go through your drafts, edit them all. You can put your hashtags in, you could have it completely ready to hit upload, but save it in your draft. So on the days where you have extra time, do that and then go in and do 2 or 3 of them a day on the days that you're busy. That way you're staying consistent.
What I do now that I've found is really effective is throughout my day, I'll record me doing stuff. And then when I'm not doing anything, I'll sit there and like the other day, I recorded me and my husband doing something with the coffee. And I was like, I don't even know what this is going to be, but I'll edit it later. And I ended up putting it together and it was a really big hit on Facebook. And a lot of people was like, how'd you do that? And so I found that just going throughout your day and just recording moments and then later on going back and then edit those videos when I'm not busy. Because I used to get stuck on TikTok.
Like, what do you do? What content do I come up with? So I'm actually, oh, I recorded on my phone. I'm going to do this one tonight after I do the one with you guys. Did I delete it? No. Anya she did something she wasn't supposed to. She didn't even get in trouble, but she knew how wrong she was. So she got mad at herself. And I'm going to post this as a TikTok, like, hey, moms. Like, she literally was like, I just screenshot it. There's no sound. I'm going to do sometimes with she's looking at me all like sad puppy dog eyes. So, I mean, that's what mom's not going to watch that. Like, if you watch the very beginning. What mom's not going to watch that and be like, oh, yeah. So I'll be like, what did your toddler have a tantrum over today? So, yeah, that's a great point. Any little clips of your day. Well, everyone have me on Facebook. Anyone that wants to be added to the chat too, send me a message on Messenger. The last thing I want to share, and then I'm going to go help Mike get Anya to bed. Saving your TikToks. This is what I did not go over. I know I did on the last training. So if you go into your videos, and so this is one I did today. If you hit the little 3 dots down there, okay, it pulls this up. Now this is iPhone. I'm not sure how this works with Android, but this is iPhone. If you scroll over it says live photo. You save as a live photo and it takes a minute and then it saves it. Then you go into your photo album and you go into the photo, and now it's just a photo, right? If you hit the little button like you're gonna text it to somebody and you scroll, it says save as video. Now you save that live photo as a video and it removes the big TikTok logo. So that is how I save my TikToks, and then I post them on my Instagram Reels. You can use your TikToks on your Instagram Reels, or I post them in my stories. Does that make sense? Then you don't have the big, huge TikTok logo. It's just got the little small TikTok logo on the bottom. Stephanie, you're welcome. Guys, I want you guys to like these Wednesday night trainings. I want them each week to be whatever you guys feel you need help with. So I like to do these very interactive, asking questions. Next Wednesday, I know part of next Wednesday's training, Monica is the sample queen on our team. I wake up most mornings because she stays up late and I go to bed early. And I wake up most mornings to like sold 2 samples or sold a wrap sample and coffee samples. Like she is a sample queen. So I'm gonna have her start next week's team training all about sampling and giving you guys her best tips and tricks on how to sample. So, but everyone that was added to my team chat, if you ever, and if you weren't, send me a message, I'll add you. If you ever are like, hey, there's something I don't understand or I don't know, or I'd like to see more of, send a message in the chat and ask if we could do a training on it. And I'll always work it into one of the trainings we do. Cool. And if it's something I don't know, I'll bring in a leader who does. All right, y'all. Stephanie. Got it. Stephanie, let me check. I thought you were in it, but let me check. Add. No, Stephanie, I just added you. And then someone else said they sent me a message. Sylvia. Okay, so you're posting and being consistent and nothing. Sylvia, we need to look at your social media. If you want me to give you a couple minutes real quick before we jump off, let's go through your social media. Hold on, let me add you to the team page real quick. Sylvia Anderson. All right, Stephanie and Sylvia, I just added you both. The name is called, the chat is called Pray, Slay, Live, Give Squad. That's my team name. Pray, Slay, Live, Give. Okay, so Sylvia, let's look at your Facebook. Sylvia Anderson. Okay. Well, girl, you got a high friends list. You got a lot of people on there, so that's good. You're at almost 5,000. So here's a little bit of advice that I have for you guys on Facebook and your friends list. And maybe next week we'll do a little bit more Facebook and Instagram. But I go through my Facebook friends every month, and here, I'll show you. Usually every time I go through my friends list, I scroll. I'm sure I'll find one. Yep, right away. So as I'm scrolling, see how that one doesn't have a profile? That's somebody who deactivated their account. I'm unfriending them. So I don't care if it's my best friend. Actually, my best friend, I might leave if she deactivated her account. But you get what I'm saying. I don't care who you are. If you deactivate your account, I'm going to delete you. If you decide to get back on Facebook and you want to send me a friend request, great. But if you leave deactivated accounts on your friends list. They take up space on your friends list. So if you're someone like I max out at 5,000 every month, so I have to go in and delete people, right? So instead of like deciding, there's another one. I mean, I'm barely scrolling and there's another one. So I'm Amber Smith, girl, love you, wish you the best. I don't actually even know who that is, but so I try to do that all the time. Then I do go back through and look at like, okay, you know, Billy that I've known since I was in 5th grade that I don't ever talk to, and I doubt I'm gonna sell you any product. Bye, Felicia, right? So I try to go through and clean out my friends list very often. So, okay, good. Yeah, see, keep deleting, especially if you're getting, so if you're getting to, I want to go back and look at your page. If you're getting to like 4,500 to 5,000 and you're not getting interaction, you've got some dead weight and you need to go through and clean out your friends list and then add new people. But let's check out real quick your friends list, or I'm sorry, your page. Well, I can't see a lot of your posts because we're not friends. Here, let me friend you real quick so I can look. So that's the other thing, guys, too. I don't accept sidelines like other people on It Works. I'm almost done. I don't accept other people on It Works. I need to it's to the garage door. We don't have one to the front. I couldn't get it in there. So go see if you can get it. I couldn't get it to unlock. Okay, sorry. So, what was I saying? Totally lost my train of thought. What did I start saying?
About deleting people?
Oh, about adding people. So
No, you don't accept a lot of people that accept for the
sidelines. Thank you. Y'all keep me on track. So I get a lot of friend requests. Like Pam likes to Pam Souter likes to tag me in her posts every day. And when she does that, I get a lot of It Works friend requests. But I don't want my Facebook full of It Works people. I want them to follow me. Now, you want them to follow you because if they ever quit and they decide to come back, you want to have that connection. Like the Duns have a lot of people that quit and they were on whoever's team, but they follow them and they come back. So you want them to follow you, but you don't want your friends list full of that. So even our team, did it work? Our team is so big that if I accepted everybody's friend request, I would have no room for potentials, right? So I typically don't accept them. But I keep my page to public so you guys can always follow me. And it's basically like being a friend, just not being a friend. You know what I mean? So that's the expectations you want to set even with your team. I don't even accept everybody on, my personal little team with my position. If I personally sponsored you, I typically friend you, but I can't friend everybody that Monica personally sponsored and everybody that Amy personally sponsored. You know what I mean? So I set that expectation. But Sylvia, let's look at, so Sylvia, where are you at, girlfriend? There you are. You're up at the top.
Right here.
Do you do stories?
I do. Daily.
Okay. So Facebook stories, I taught this the other night. I would do whatever you talk about. Like, again, I talk a lot about vaccines and medical freedom, whatever. I do those in my stories. And so I'll do like a bunch of memes and that kind of stuff in my stories. And then I'll slip in a product post in my stories. And then I'll post some more memes. And then I'll slip in an opportunity, couple slides. So I noticed when I was doing all product in my stories, nobody was looking at them. But now that I've trained people, like if you want the funny memes or the things that are a little harsh or info on vaccines, I post those in my stories and then I slip in the It Works that you have to see to get through to the other stuff. So that's my trick for stories. And then let's look at, Why can't I see? How often are you posting? Because it's showing me that you haven't posted since January 1st.
Oh, no, I post daily.
What the heck?
I post a lot in my stories, but I think I do a lot of product posts. So I'll start adding more memes posts.
Oh, it just updated. All right, it just updated. It must have been because it was waiting for the friends for it to update. So things like that, I would post that in my stories.
Okay.
Flyers and stuff like that, I would post in my stories. You do lives, which is great. Yeah, like even that, I would post that in my stories.
Okay.
So your posting is good. But your interaction, you don't get a ton of interaction. So I would like that would go in your stories.
Okay.
And that's a poll that you do in the stories so people can engage in your stories. So if you notice, I don't do any product pictures or things like that in my feed or my Instagram. I used to do every morning like my coffee cup. I even stopped doing that and I'm only doing it in my stories. But I think you need an overhaul on your friends list because you've got a big following and you don't have much engagement.
Okay.
So I would go through and truly look at like, do you have a lot of men on there that you're not engaging with? That like get rid of the men. You don't. We rarely recruit men in this business. Men recruit other men, but even look at our team. How many men are there truly on our team? It's all women. This industry is all women. Or you get lucky and you get an Anton, who's a great mixture of both, right? So I would really overhaul your friends list and then go in. I see you smirking, Pam. And then you go in and then you go to like Facebook into groups and like, tell me about you. What are you passionate about?
Healthcare, elderly, catering, event planning.
Okay. So that's great.
And I have a lot of like my church followers on my page. So,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you have a lot of church followers on your page.
Yes.
You should talk about how you work for a faith-based company.
Okay.
You should talk about how, and this is great for this week. You'll see me post about it tomorrow. Do you guys know what Cindy Pentecost does before every conference?
She prays.
She doesn't just pray. Do you know what she does? What she really does? Cindy Pentecost.
Pray over the chairs.
Cindy Pentecost. She spends a couple days before conference at the Amalie Arena, which it's usually 12 to 15,000 people. She spends the days before conference praying over every single seat in that arena.
Wow.
Literally praying over every single seat in that arena. The CEO's wife. So that's what you should be talking about. Those kind of things. Talking about how, we get on team calls. I did that team call with Rachel Wiggum and she closed it praying over our team. You want to focus on that side of the company. And then if you look at my page, like with products, like you've got a lot of this stuff in your Facebook page that should all be in your stories.
Okay.
All that stuff should be in your stories. And then like even the team is growing again, all that in your stories. It's not pretty. It's not, it's spammy.
Okay.
But it's not looked at that way in your stories. So if see, Juvie's having the same problem. A, clean out your friends list.
Okay.
B, talk about, if you're faith driven, talk about that side of things, how the companies cause you to grow more in your faith. You do your affirmations, you do this, talk about that. And then when I talk about the products, I typically like the gummies. You guys don't even need to be talking about anything but the gummies right now. In your stories, do your coffee, do your celery. I do all these posts. I'll do another one tomorrow Literally, it's like if you could take 2 vegan sugar-free gummies that target your belly fat area and help you lose weight, lower your BMI, would you do it? That's it. I don't put any picture. I don't tell them what it is. I don't want anyone to know what products I sell by looking at my page. I want them to come to me and be like, what are these gummies I keep seeing you talk about? I don't want them to see the bottle and be like, oh, it's It Works. I don't like that company. Oh no, I'm not interested. Oh, it's MLM. No, I want them to come to me. So be mysterious in the way you talk about things. It's attraction marketing. So you want to be kind of mysterious about it. Build curiosity. That's the words I was thinking. You also want to do a lifestyle post. So you want to share your story in a different way. Like I'm going to do one tonight. I just bought 5 copies of Pam's book and I'm doing some of them as giveaways. And so I'm going to do a post about Pam and about her book. But if you look at my Instagram, because I post a lot more on Facebook about random stuff, but I post less on Instagram. I share my story, all my little tiles on Instagram. It's me sharing my story in a different way. So like, I'll take a picture of myself or a picture of me and Anya or a picture of me and Mike, and I'll put words with it. They're not always my words. I go find them from like Rochelle Coakley, sometimes Brittany Hayes. I follow the other leaders. And if I'm really struggling with what to say, I'll take their words and just change it up to make it sound like me. But I share my story. And so a little bit about me. I was an army wife for 6 years, and I was a single mom for 7 years. I was a makeup artist. I managed hair salons. When I was doing, managing hair salons and a makeup artist, I literally would work 40 hours a week managing hair salons. I would go freelance as a makeup artist after work. I would go at night and bartend at night, and I would plan events on the side, all while raising 2 toddlers. That's a great part of my story. I've been there. I was on WIC. I was on food stamps. I had the daycare vouchers. I've been through all of that. So I take those little snippets of my life. Did It Work solve any of those problems for me? No. But nobody knows that. And I can say, I remember a time when I couldn't afford to feed my kids and I had to be on food stamps. I remember a time when I used to work 3 jobs and now this is what my life is like. Okay, so share your story. That's the biggest thing to recruit. You want to share your story. You want other moms like Bianca. I share my team story all the time. Bianca's a single mom, 2 toddlers. She went through nursing school while doing this business. She's now a full-time nurse doing night nursing, crying on Facebook Lives about not wanting to leave her babies anymore. Like her story is amazing. And so there she is. And so I share her story. She shares her story. Like the common thing is like, well, I don't have a story yet. I'm not successful yet. Right? You don't have to, you fake it till you make it. You share our stories. You share Bianca's story. You share Pam's story. So I decided I was going to start, I started today. Anybody on our team, and that's you guys too, that wants to send me a picture and a little bit of your story, I'm going to start posting it on social media. I'll clean it up and, make it in a pretty little bow. And I'll make a post sharing your story. So that's giving my audience like, hey, this is someone on my team, listen to their story. But then it gives you an idea like, oh, this is a great way to share my story. And I can, if it's someone that's on my team, I'm tagging them in it, whatever. But so if any of you guys want to do that, send me a little bio and send me a picture and I'll clean it up and turn it into a pretty story for you. But I'm telling you, I do little tiny snippets. If you look back, I lost my Instagram in October. I woke up one day and they deleted it and I had to start over. That sucked. But if you look back, I've been kind of sharing my stories all over again. And I share a picture from when they were younger and talk about being an army wife. I share a picture and talk about being a single mom. I talk about all these things because every time I talk about being a single mom's going to see that. A Bianca of the world is going to see that, that's working night shift and not wanting to leave her babies and be like, I want what she's doing. Anytime I share something about the military, I'm going to get the military wives like, oh my God, I'm a military wife. You know what I mean? So use any little snippet of your story from any point in your life and share it. Does that help?
Yes, definitely.
Yeah. Okay. All right, good. Yeah, I had almost 6,000 followers. I had all these affiliate deals because I had great followers. And I woke up one day and Instagram had deleted my account and they wouldn't give it back. So now I'm on the rebuild. I've got like 2,000. I'm making it happen. But so let's do this. We will, because Mike's gonna probably kill me if Anya's not asleep. We'll do sampling next week and we'll go a little deeper into telling your story because I did that on a previous Zoom for my team. And I let you guys, if you want to do that, come to next Wednesday's Zoom with bullet points about your life. So you told me a few things you're passionate about. I want you all to write like 5 bullet points from your life. And then we'll do this kind of Q&A type thing. And you can tell me your bullet points and I'll give you ideas on how to use that to recruit and make a post about your story. Okay.
Thank you so much.
All right, awesome. Well, you're welcome. My family's like hovering in the corner over here. So I'm going to go, but I hope you guys enjoyed this and we'll see you guys soon. Conference. Do not miss conference. I am going to host a Zoom. Mike and I are going to figure that out with the schedule, but I'm going to host a Zoom and try and screen share. So if anyone doesn't have a ticket, or I know Nia's in the Philippines, if you can't have access to it, we are going to let people come together on a Zoom and watch together.
Right.
All right.
Thank you.
Hi,
All
I
right.
have a question before we go. Are
Yes.
we gonna get back together and talk about the challenge?
Yes.
With
So
conference coming up and
let's do that. Well, we wanted to wait. Let's do that either Saturday after conference or Sunday.
I thought
We'll
we
talk
said
about-
Sunday. I thought we said Sunday. We just didn't pick the time.
Okay, let's do Sunday. My lash appointment is Sunday, which is it's never on Sundays. My lash appointment is at noon. So if we did a little later Sunday, like you want to do like 7?
Doesn't matter.
All
I'll
right,
put a poll in the group.
perfect. Okay.
Okay.
Let's do that because then we can recap on the new products and go from there because we'll learn all that on Saturday.
okay, great. Thanks.
All right, you're welcome. All right, we'll see you guys later.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.